Grain started strong on Friday, but struggled to hold on to those gains. Michelle Rook is back with what happened and a look ahead at June in markets now.
Grains closing out the week mostly lower. Naomi Blohm with Total Farm Marketing is back with us. All right, Naomi, lower weekly closes in the grains last week. Are we looking tired, starting to top? What's going on in that market?
Well, it was more a matter of the weekly crop progress ratings last week coming in pretty much near 5-year averages. And so in spite of all of that rainy weather that we had, farmers were getting the crop in. And so without any big new fresh news, the market, when you're looking at charts, was up against some resistance levels. And we didn't have enough friendly news to justify working higher. So I think what we're seeing is a correction. It is seeming to be a little too premature to say that it's going to be a record crop. It's going to be a perfect crop. And of course, Monday afternoon's crop progress ratings for this week will really paint a new story, a new picture. You know, we came across that final prevent plant date for corn, and there's still going to be millions of acres not in the ground planted. So traders are going to be eager to see where those acres are, in which states, and what's the likelihood of the crop getting in the ground or not. And then we're going to, of course, continue to shift our focus onto weather. And then we have a June 12th USDA report coming up right after that as well.
So we're kind of in that transition, and a lot of it depends on what the funds do from here on out, right?
Well, that's another great point, too, because the funds had been slowly exiting those short positions in corn and soybeans and wheat. And then all of a sudden this past week, we saw the funds just start selling again. And so the question becomes, do they think that everything is going to be a perfect crop and a record crop? Or was this more to do with month end position squaring? And now that the calendar has flipped to June, will we see them do a different type of trading activity as they then start to finish out the second quarter with month trading during the June timeframe? So crop progress ratings are going to be something to watch, the weather, and you're right, the funds.
And the seasonals, right?
Yeah, seasonals are something to be mindful of as well. And that's the one thing that still gives us that element of hope, where seasonals for December corn and November soybeans do have a tendency to show that the market price can resume an uptrend during the first couple weeks of June.
Thanks, Naomi. Naomi Blohm with Total Farm Marketing. We'll have more AgDay coming up. Watch Markets Now with Michelle Rook on the Farm Journal YouTube channel, keeping you updated throughout the day on the markets at the open, midday, and close. Find out what moved the markets today and what to expect the market to do next.